Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon'
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Push him back. Push him back.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Kill. 66, pull it, half.
Play action, Haskins. James got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 4. Yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, cut. Hey, no, 44, come on. Get. Watch the twist.
On first down, this is Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mike 52.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
We go! 50, plant. Silver. Snap.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Get in the weight room. Check your hot read.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On the ground, it's Geis. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Out of the gun, Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
44 to Mike. You remember me? You set. Let's go, baby. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Set.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And able to find Green. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you. Set, go.
We're scoreless after 1.
Ready. Mike, check. Nickel. Set up.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check 26.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready, 8, read. Greystone, travel.
Check me out, check me out. Hey, check 24.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
Operating from the gun, Stanley. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sideline. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check, check, lucky.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Taken at about the 36. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stanley. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Green brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now it's Haskins under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. B.J. Hill, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And McManus able to put it through. Bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's get it.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to throw. Stanley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Watch Mike. Who there?
On 2nd and 12, Haskins finding Green complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw. Stanley. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
On the ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, boy.
2nd and 5. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Hey, Haywood. Let's shoot.
Operating from the gun. Stanley. It's caught. Shepard. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 17-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And it'll be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
1
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's James. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Haskins now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Jump, 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 jump.
Now Haskins on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Stop your whining.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Stanley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55.
Hey, exit.
55 is my guy, 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now.
From the gun, Stanley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Herndon's got it complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. It's Geis on the counter. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Haskins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Alpha.
At the 26-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there.
2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the
already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stanley. Hard throw. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Able to find his running back, Geis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the 44, Haskins. James has got it, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean,
Touchdown, Washington! In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for two.
Wide, get wide. 66, bullet, half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg? Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He's going to air, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Not today, you are. Not today, weapon.
2nd down, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Check. Crunch.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touch. Stretch the lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 17.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Single.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. No, off.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Got a 44 to Mike. Let's go one more.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
To throw again, Stanley. This is Shepard on the catch. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Stanley finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Looking to throw. Stanley. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
64, wait.
First down, Giants.
Hey, Foxtrot. Leave River.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Redskins 43, Giants 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2nd and 3. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to throw. Stanley. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Get the flag. 44. Now watch run. Watch run.
They'll run on first down. It's Vaughn. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a give, right side. It's Vaughn. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3.
I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I the game that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check three.
Hey, Charlie. Yo, big dribble.
On 4th down, Stanley looking for Shepard deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Looking to throw. Stanley. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Rosas to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Redskins 46, Giants 21. Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, now, and no one wants to go back to those memories, but, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
On 1st down, it's Vaughn. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ready? 1590. 1590. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now a run with Geis. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Hey, dude.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Eat. Come up the ball hard.
On 1st down, Stanley. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? On 4th down, Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man,